Now, while some manufacturers have decided to pull out of the full-size sedan segment, Kia is not one of those brands. I'm at the 2020 Chicago Auto Show, and this is the completely refreshed 2020 Cadenza. Let's take a first look. Now, when Kia took the wraps off of the second generation Cadenza about 3 years ago, I actually really liked the design of the vehicle, and really, it's in a shrinking segment. This competes with things like a Nissan Maxima and a Toyota Avalon and a Chrysler 300. As you guys know, Chevrolet is discontinuing the Impala, Ford has discontinued the Taurus. So this is in a very small segment, and Kia only managed to sell about 1,600 of these last year. So again, it's a little confusing to see why they're doing this, but I'm glad to see that the Cadenza is here to stay, because as you can see, they have made some pretty distinctive changes for 2020. The first thing you're going to notice there are the headlights and the grille. The grille has that signature concave look, although the slats have been slightly redesigned where they're now this vertical chrome slat. The LED headlights, which are full LEDs, which are standard on every trim, have this new portion here that kind of goes into the portion of the grille that follows the overall grille shape. I don't really like the refreshed headlights with the new running lights, but again, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Down here, you'll find the turn signals, which are just an incandescent design. Was a little disappointed to not find a full LED taillight or turn signal here. Competitors like the Avalon offer those sequential blinking LEDs, which again, make the vehicle look a lot more premium. Now, underneath the hood, the Cadenza has not changed. You still have just one engine choice, a 3.3 liter direct injection, naturally aspirated V6, paired up to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Kia only offers the Cadenza with front-wheel drive, which does limit the sales. I think Kia should consider offering this thing with all-wheel drive. Remember, this car is more of a mainstream, kind of comfortable family car as opposed to a sports sedan like something like the Kia Stinger. Now, looking at the rest of the overall proportions, this car is about the same size as the Kia Stinger at 195 inches long. Its wheelbase measures 112 inches long. The wheels, as you can see, have also been updated. Kia offers a choice between 18 or 19-inch wheels. This particular one that I'm showing you here is the limited trim, the top trim. It has a unique 19-inch wheel with this kind of silver dark gray finish. I think it actually looks pretty good. If you guys are looking for a comfortable, pseudo near luxury sedan without the luxury badge, the Cadenza is going to serve that nicely for you. Now, this particular one here also has this nice panoramic sunroof where it actually comes up and takes up the entire roof panel. Some competitors like the Avalon, again, do not offer a panoramic sunroof. So again, Kia is offering those, upscale features. Now, looking at the rear of the vehicle, the changes are also pretty subtle. I see some interesting, design language here from maybe a Buick, maybe some other brands that, again, Kia is trying to make a lot of changes here that's making their cars look a little bit more like other manufacturers like they always have. It's less Audi-like back here, so I'm kind of missing the fact that the first-gen Cadenza offered that. You have these new LED taillights, which have these unique little LED strips that kind of go and connect the two taillights together. You have another chrome strip over here that's connecting the two taillights together. Down here, there's no visible exhaust tips. In fact, this tries to look like an exhaust system, but it's actually just a fake piece that's part of the rear bumper valance, so it's a little disappointing to see Kia is doing the fake exhaust route. But again, this is not necessarily a sports sedan. It's more of a comfortable luxury, cruiser type of car. Now, opening up the trunk capacity, if I could find the trunk. Look at that. They hid it in the actual Kia logo. If you push that, it actually opens up the trunk. And the Cadenza still has a pretty nice sized trunk. The seats looks like they actually have a little pass-through and they don't fold down. That's the one thing about the Cadenza. They don't offer a fold down seat, which is a little bit confusing, but you get around a little over 16 cubic feet of space, which is pretty much matching that you're gonna find in a lot of mid-size sedans. Now, of course, moving on to the interior, this being a near premium sedan, Kia has made some changes to the interior and they kind of kept that luxury theme in here. I really like the changes they've made. First things first, the seats. This one here has a brown Nappa leather style seats. Kia also offers a gray Nappa leather if you guys prefer a gray color. The seats are very soft, very comfortable and supportive. They offer heated and cooled, and of course a memory function. I love the diamond quilt stitching here. So again, this is very normal in this segment. But the one thing you're gonna notice immediately, this new infotainment system on this car. Now, I wish I could turn the car on, but I don't have the key. This is now a 12.3-inch display. It's standard on every trim of the Cadenza. Of course, it runs the latest version of the Kia Uvo infotainment system here. It does include features like Android Auto and CarPlay. And those of you who hate those tablet-style screens are gonna appreciate this because it is nicely integrated into the dash, but it also has that modern tablet look without having it stick out like an eyesore like some of the competition. So again, Kia did a really good design choice here with the overall theme. The steering wheel, as you can see, is a manual tilt telescoping. Some competitors offer a power tilt telescoping. The instrument panel has also been redesigned. This right here is definitely starting to look a little bit old with all the multitude of buttons over here. You have dual zone climate control. This shifter also looks pretty old. Kia is offering kind of an electronic shifter on some of their newer vehicles, so I'm surprised they didn't actually switch that out. You'll have features like a wireless phone charging over there, 2 USB ports, cup holders over here, your drive mode selector is over here. This nice padded armrest over here offers the 2 levels where you could open this, so that way if the passenger over here has their elbow over here, you don't have to actually make them move. And then above me, as you can see, that panoramic sunroof is pretty nice. So overall, the interior has these nice changes to it, but let me hop into the back seat really quick, because in this segment, that's really an important factor for a lot of buyers. Now, hopping into the back seat of the Cadenza, this is one of the reasons why you choose this over something like an Optima, because as you can see, there is a crap ton of space. I think there's about 3 inches more legroom back here, which makes it a little bit more spacious than a Toyota Camry or a Honda Accord. This is a very nice amount of room. The floor is almost completely flat. You have 2 USB ports, rear seat air vents, and then there's also 2 level heated back seats back here. And the materials are also kind of higher quality. It's kind of carried over back here. And then Kia offers this nice little armrest here that folds out, gives you 2 cup holders, and then the sunroof above me lets in a lot of light, and it comes pretty far back. So again, this back seat is the real reason why you'd buy this over the Optima, and it also has way more backseat room versus the Kia Stinger. So if you guys are looking for a little bit more luxury in your family sedan, the new Cadenza will be going on sale in the spring of this year, and pricing hasn't been announced quite yet. The old version started at just under $40,000. I'm going to imagine this car is going to be kind of similar to that price range. Expect fully loaded versions of this car to be in the mid $40,000 range, which makes the Cadenza an interesting choice, because if you guys are comparing this to the Stinger, Kia's more sport-oriented larger sedan, this is obviously going to be more comfortable. It's going to be less fun to drive, however, but if you guys value comfort and more luxury and just a quieter cabin, you're going to be wanting to put this one at the top of your list. And with competition like the Maxima and the Avalon, there's very little vehicles to choose from in this segment. I think the Cadenza still has a lot of reasons why you'd want to choose it. For Redline Reviews here at the 2020 Chicago Auto Show, I'm Sofyan Bey.